Um, Hello everybody. So today I'm just gonna give an update. I don't expect anybody to watch this. Like I said in my previous videos, a lot of these videos are for myself, so I can kind of talk things out and get them into the ether space or whatever. um, so I said that I was going to post regularly, and I haven't. What a surprise! So I guess since I last spoke with everybody, that was when I first started this Couch to 5K app on my phone. So I've been doing that actually pretty regularly. I've been skipping days in between, so they say to take like a rest day in between, but I don't really do that because I usually work out more like 4 to 5 times a week. But recently I've just been super inconsistent. This semester feels like it's been a whirlwind. I feel weird about it because I don't feel like I remember everything of it. I feel like there's been a lot going on. I also have this medical issue with parasites right now, so that's no fun. That was a product of being in India, so I've just had a lot of ongoing doctor's appointments because of it. Anyway, so since I last talked to you, I've just like not been having a very good time. Like I am doing animal products sometimes and I'm not happy about it. I just like have very little self control and I hate it, and I just my self esteem is so low a lot of the time. I wish I didn't have to worry about the fact that I am gaining weight, and I am getting a little weight. And I can see the causes of that. I'm so frustrated with myself. I feel like I don't have very much control over myself. Um and I'm not taking my ADD meds the way I should be. It's a really stressful time in the semester, and I feel that because it is a stressful time, I'm letting loose a lot more and doing things that I wouldn't normally be doing. This summer, like last summer, I'm just really looking forward to only having to fixate on one thing, which is my job, instead of school and job and long distance girlfriend and family and all of that. I mean, I'll still have the family and the girlfriend, but Um, so yeah, it's just like a lot. I'm really itchy too. I don't know why. I think it might be a side effect of the antibiotic for the parasites, or it could be the allergies. Is anybody else having really terrible allergies this year, or is it just me? Anyway, so I'm just not feeling my best. I feel like I've gained a little bit of weight. I've also been a lot more body conscious because I've had all these doctor's appointments. They weigh me every time, and I'm really, really anti-scale. It's just I don't like to be weighed. But at the same time, since I am getting weighed more often, it feels like more pressure on me, which of course I revolt against. As soon as I get away and afterwards I'm like, oh, whatever. But the weeks leading up to it, I'm guilty about no matter what I'm doing. So I'm always in the cycle of when's the next scale thing that I'm going to have to do for these stupid doctor's appointments. And I can't ask them not to weigh me like I have done in the past, because with the parasites, they want to make sure that like I'm not losing weight because of them or whatever, which is reasonable, but I'm not, I'm definitely not losing weight. Um, and in terms of gaining weight, I don't think I've gained more than like since the beginning of the semester a couple pounds. But this semester I wanted to lose weight and I haven't done that. And like I feel really annoyed because I always see my life in segments, like one semester, summer, another semester, winter break, and each segment is like, oh, the opportunity to lose weight. Whereas like I need to be thinking about it as a lifestyle change and like something permanent to implement. And like I haven't had a problem with maintaining vegan in the past if I eat enough, but I just have had a lot of anxiety recently too. Some of my mental health stuff has gone down a little bit. I've had some days where I felt really depressed. I've had some days where I have a lot of anxiety. And I don't know whether it's because I'm not treating myself as well as I could be, or whether because I'm having anxiety, I'm not treating myself well. So I don't know which is the start of it. But either way, my mental health is not in top condition right now. I'm sorry I'm itching myself through this entire video. That's another story. So I'm just not in peak mental health condition, and I think that's bleeding over into the way that I respect myself. Since I'm doing a lot of self-loathing basically now, and just really focusing on my body, which is not what I like to do. I don't know why I'm focusing on it so much. It's probably just having to do with the stress of finals, and I've recently started going to therapy again, so that's brought up a lot of things. But overall, I just feel not my best. I want to get back on the bandwagon and I need to. It, you know, for ethical reasons, for myself, I always feel better when I'm eating vegan. I always feel better. So why don't I? You know what I mean? Like, why don't I? And I know what eating meat does to me, what it makes me feel like. It makes me feel disgusting. But like, I do it to myself because it's a gluttony thing and it's a self-sabotage thing. And, you know, I try as hard as I can to be positive. Well, I mean, clearly not as hard as I can, you know, but, you know, I'm on board with the idea of thinking positively and all of that and self-affirmations, positive self-affirmations, but I just can't get those started. So that's something that I'm going to start on. I have to commit to it. I really have to commit to starting on those positive self-affirmations because those are what helped me in the past. Having a routine really helped me in the past. I just feel like being in school, there's never a routine. There's never a routine because there's always things going on campus, always projects that you're engaged in. It's just like turnover and turnover. And I really just like being the type of person who does the same thing 5 days a week. You know, and I'm very impulsive as well. Like, I love to travel. I love to just go on adventures. But when it comes to lifestyle, it makes me it brings me more consistency to have like a structured environment. So I'm able to be better about going to the gym. I'm able to do all these things. I mean, I am proud of myself because today I tried to take a nap because I was tired and I just woke up feeling so anxious. Like all my dreams were anxious. I couldn't ever get myself to fall asleep. And so afterwards I was like, okay, fuck it. And I cleaned my room and I went for a run and, you know, treated myself. And now I'm going to do homework and now I'm doing this video. So I'm trying to be better about taking care of myself. But, you know, it's been an upward struggle right now. And I think it's mental health things. I think it's inconsistency. I just think it's a lot of stressors in my life. It's the parasites. Having to go to the doctor all the time really messes with my schedule. I'll tell you that. It really fucks things up. Like, if I didn't have to be off campus all the time for getting rid of these things, and I'm also on a ton of antibiotics right now. Like, I've been on an antibiotic since November, and it doesn't make me feel good. I'm not where I want to be right now, and that's very frustrating because I feel like a lot of that is out of my control as well. Like, it's not my fault that I got these parasites. That's what happens when you go to India, and it's not my fault that they've stayed around. This is my third round of antibiotics with these parasites because they haven't gone away, and it's like my sixth round or seventh round of antibiotics for intestinal infections overall since I've been in India. Like, that's incredible. That's crazy how many antibiotics I've had to take. So for me, that that contributes to the anxiety, that contributes to the inconsistency, that contributes to me feeling like my life is kind of out of my control right now and that my body isn't really mine because I have this infection. And, you know, I've been talking to a therapist about it and it has been helping, but I just want the weight loss. I just want to feel better about myself. There's a certain pair of shorts that I have that doesn't fit me anymore, like, at all. The other stuff is okay. The other stuff does fit me, but that doesn't fit me at all. And I'm just like, shit, this fit me last summer and it fit me the summer before that. And it's like, so I hate having clothing that makes you realize it too, because like, I would feel okay if all of my clothing didn't, like, if none of my clothing did that. But like, since I have that one pair of shorts, it's like my fixation shorts. And like, you know, since I've recovered from some eating disorder issues in high school, I threw out all of basically my sick clothing, like my clothing from when I was sick, which is like a size 0. And I'm not a size 0, let me tell you. Let me just show you. This is probably the worst angle ever. But like, I've got a booty. You can see it. You know, I've got big hips. This is a terrible angle. This isn't doing me justice. But, you know, this is what I look like right now. Well, yeah. So, that's it. I'm about 152 pounds. The last video, it was like I was randomly up a lot. I was randomly up to 157, but that was when I was on my period. Now I'm back to 152-ish. It's probably, yeah, it's about 152 because I've gained a little bit. But it's usually around 151. But I want to be down to 140. That's where I was at the end of last summer, approximately. And it made me feel the best about myself. And So I guess moving forward in terms of operationalizing what I want to do, um, I think that what I'm going to have to do, I don't know, just stay on track, just take my Ritalin, focus on starch solution. Maybe I'll start doing raw meals in the morning or something like that. That made me feel good. Today I was like not hungry. I was really anxious, so I wasn't hungry. So all I had were a couple bananas for lunch. And I know that's usually not enough food, but I'm just kind of anxious, which is why that's happening. But you know, it actually made me feel better to eat raw food. So maybe I'll start doing a lot more raw. That might help. Um, but either way, like I said, not feeling my best. I'm gonna start doing raw food in the morning, see how that makes me feel. Um, and then, you know, go from there. Maybe like I'll even get into raw tofu, which is something I usually steer away from, but like doing a combination of that. Just like really eating enough and having intuitive eating and focusing and exercising. Exercise makes me feel really good. I also wish this itchiness would go away because that's making me very body focused as well. As you can see, it's just like a lot of accumulated things going on. So this is my long ass video. Um, no one's watching these, so that's why I made it long. I have like 2 subscribers, so it's all good. They're not for you guys anyway, but if you enjoy learning about my life, that's fine. I know I'm not flashy or have the edited videos like Nikocado Avocado or Raw Till whatever, Hannah, Raw Till whatever, and all of that. Okay, so I'm putting out these thoughts into the world, and I will get back to everybody. Yeah. Okay, it's me. Hey! Okay, I should take my ADD meds because I don't usually do this, but that's okay. Alright, cool. So I will talk to everybody later. Bye!